Tonight, only on HAPPENING.fun. We are attractions. We are casino events. We are nightlife. We are festivals. We are concerts. We are Florida events. We are movies. We are sports. We are live performance. With your host, Napoleon Plays. With your moderator, Al Ferguson. Seminole Hard Rock Grand Opening. Key West Fantasy Fest. AC Squared. iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball. The Ultra Music Festival. The Outshine Film Festival. Gay Christmas is Halloween. Blue Martini Breast Cancer Awareness. The Los Olas Art Festival. The top 5 haunted houses. It's all happening tonight on South Florida's most popular live source for things to fun. Only on HAPPENING.fun.
Well, good evening, South Florida. This is a historic night in South Florida as we launch HAPPENING.fun. And we are going to show you in this new show broadcasting every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock live all of the things to fun in South Florida.
There are so many things to fun all the time down here, so we're going to show you every week where you need to be.
That's right. I'm Al Ferguson, your moderator. This is my partner in crime, Napoleon Plays. We are going to have so many guests that are going to come before you in the coming weeks. We have several tonight, and we're going to show you things to fun. First off, let us tell you, as you saw in the opening of the show package, we're going to tell you the real things to do in the coming weeks, the plan ahead. We're going to talk about out and about things, and we're going to tell you about celebrities. So it's lots.
Yes, but for all of that information, make sure to like, subscribe, and start a watch party with your friends. They all want to join you anyway, so have fun while we're having fun.
Right. Before we show you how to do a watch party, let me remind you this show is absolutely live. So every mistake that Napoleon Plays makes tonight, you're going to see it. All the mistakes here. And no mistakes.
If Al tries to pull my titty out Justin Timberlake style, then you know, at least we'll know it's his fault.
Dude, you're not Janet Jackson. Get off that horse. All right. First off, let me tell you about where we're broadcasting from. Of course, a hip new show like HAPPENING.fun wants to come from a hip, great place. And we've come into a very chic, cool champagne and oyster restaurant right in the heart of Fort Lauderdale called Bubbles and Pearls. It's a great restaurant. And a contestant of Top Chef and Top Chef All-Stars is with us tonight to launch our historic broadcast premiere of HAPPENING.fun, and that is Chef Josie.
Welcome.
Josie, welcome.
All right. Yeah.
So great to have you.
Yeah, Josie, tell us a little bit about Bubbles and Pearls in your vision.
All right. Well, you know, Bubbles and Pearls is a champagne and oyster bar, and we're located in the heart of Wilton Manors, which is a hip, happening neighborhood. You know, everyone always asks me, why did I open in Wilton Manors as opposed to Miami, the mecca of entertainment, right? Well, I said the gays know how to have fun, so I had to come here first. But more importantly, I wanted to lead with the celebration. It wasn't just enough to say, hey, we're doing oysters and champagne. No, we don't have to wait for any special moment to pop a bottle. So we're living in celebration of life.
That.
I mean, that's even in my name, Napoleon Plays. I always want to be celebrating with you. And also, for any of you guys that were watching, I know that I grew up watching you, Chef Josie. I don't get to talk about that all that often, but you're on Hulu right now. You're easily available. I love what you're doing, and I love getting to taste your food to see that you actually are an incredible chef.
So, South Florida, you've got to come to Bubbles and Pearls. Top Chef, Celebrity Chef, Chef Josie is your host, and it's a great place. I've already had a dozen oysters tonight before the show even went on the air. And by the way,
Oh, so good.
Happening.fun or Top Chef, which is harder?
Top Chef.
Top Chef. All right, very good. You have to do something.
Yeah.
Because you've got a whole minion of staff doing all of the work you did on Top
Yeah.
Chef. So we're really happy to be here tonight at Bubbles and Pearls. All right, let's dive right into the show. First off, as Napoleon said, he asked you to share us, and we ask you to start a watch party. Share the things to fun in South Florida with your friends. And Napoleon has helped prepare how to start a watch party. Watch this.
From me today, getting back on. There's no video clip right now because we decided for the first time we should just talk to you like real people.
Right.
Kind of you can do that, right?
Great.
Talk to real
Great.
people. Anyway, to start a watch party, what you want to do is go to the actual shared page.
Thank you.
In this case, it's facebook.com/happeningfun. But you want to go to the top pinned video, the first video, and see the pin. And from there, you'll see the right arrow. It'll say share. So click that share button, and once you see it on the new page, you're going to want to write out whatever you want to write to your friends, click share, and then when it's live, hit start watch party.
It's as simple as that.
Super intuitive.
So share us as a watch party and share with your friends here in South Florida. Let's dive right into the show. And remember, you're watching the premiere of Happening.fun here in South Florida. Our first segment that we're going to talk about tonight is celebrity and varieties of celebrity. There is a big celebrity going on in South Florida. Have you heard it? It's not a person. It's a thing. A big celebrity here in South Florida is the grand opening of the Seminole Hard Rock Casino
That's right.
Hotel.
And I think a lot of you have heard of Hard Rock before.
That's right. Next week, the Seminole Hard Rock is going to launch. We have some videos showing you a bit about the Seminole Hard Rock. 600 new rooms are going to open in the guitar-shaped tower. Last night, they tested the laser. Did you see it?
Oh my God, I was not that interested in this product until I saw the laser. Well, that brought everything together. The way that this video is showing you the pools, the fullness of the guitar, it's actually a full guitar with those lasers that bring out the entire neck of it. They did an incredible job.
That's right. The laser broadcasts from the top of the hotel tower to create the extension arm of the guitar. It's amazing. As you see pictures of the Hard Rock, one of the things that is super exciting is the pool complex. It has a variety of nightclubs, new restaurants, and most exciting of all is the Balinese Suites. For the first time ever, you're going to be able to stay in suites that are over water.
What?
And it has a hatch in your room where you can go directly into the pool from your room. Isn't that awesome?
Al, so I can literally privately just stay in my room, have whatever I'm having in the morning, and then plop into the pool, just stay there all day, and then go out at night. I have everything of privacy.
That's exactly right, and I don't want to know what you're doing as you go through that hatch in your Balinese suite. Of course,
superhero.
The other big highlight of the new Seminole Hard Rock grand opening is Hard Rock Live. Have you heard about this? Seminole Hard Rock had a great entertainment space, but now they have a new performance theater in the new Seminole Hard Rock that is 6,500 seats, and next Friday night it is going to be launched with none other than Maroon 5 and Adam Levine.
I know it's Maroon 5. You have to be pumped about that. That was actually the first band that I ever saw as a kid. I saw Maroon 5 3 times. I saw them once when I was very young, once with my family right after my dad died, and then again years later as our family thing.
I am jealous as all hell because I've never seen Maroon 5. However, I've seen every episode of The Voice. So it kind of counts the same way as what you're talking about. So we tell you first in celebrity news and celebrity headlines, look at the Seminole Hard Rock grand opening next weekend. It is going to be a major party that you can't miss. The second thing we want to tell you about in celebrity headlines is Celine Dion. Now this one is for me. I love Celine Dion. Titanic is an all-time favorite. Celine is going to be at the American Airlines Arena, the AAA, on January 17th and 18th. And who doesn't love Celine Dion?
I know most people my age don't know Celine Dion, but my elementary school teacher was obsessed with Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, and Whitney Houston. They were the three big ones to him. So I knew who Celine Dion was very well. In fact, in 4th grade, in one of our we have to write stories classes, there was this girl that wrote very intense scenes about some of the parts in Titanic, and I was Jack and she was Rose, and I can say it greatly affected me.
That is so uncool. Celine Dion coming to the American Airlines Arena in January. Plan ahead.
Yeah.
I have seen Celine Dion in concert twice. It is absolutely magical, and her Titanic number is a showstopper.
You're taking me next time. I know that for sure.
Because
we're going to plan ahead.
That's right. And speaking of that, our next segment is called Let's Plan Ahead. Now, we're going to tell you about the top things to do this week. But before we do that, we want to tell you about things that you've got to plan ahead on. Let's plan ahead. Because some things have to plan on or you're not going to get tickets. Let's tell you about several of them. First, Key West, starting this weekend, is Fantasy Fest.
Woo!
And it goes through this weekend all the way through the week until next weekend. Fantasy Fest in Key West is fantastic. It is basically hedonism on Duval Street.
It is pure hedonism, and it's for everybody. You can be a part of any culture and really go to Key West and feel like you're yourself. Something about stripping off the clothes brings out the truth in people.
For those that haven't been to Fantasy Fest, did you know that you can body paint, if you're a woman, your breast, and that's considered clothing during Fantasy Fest? Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but that sounds like a lot of fun and more reasons to go down there.
And
Come on,
why
travel.
next weekend I'm going down with 25 friends to Fantasy Fest. I can't wait to see the Fantasy Fest.
You paid 25 people to come with you to Fantasy Fest.
No.
That's good for you.
Other big things that you need to plan ahead for. AC2, AC squared. Ever heard of it?
I have, actually. I've for a long time been a fan of Anderson Cooper. And so seeing him do anything that is a show of any sort is exciting to me. But seeing him with Andy Cohen in this case, they play off of each other so well in such a playful, fun way. It makes me want to know more about who they are as people.
Well, first off, it's funny to me that these two gay boys from very different perspectives come together and play so well. That's why it's called AC Squares. It's at the Broward Performing Arts Center on November 2nd.
Yeah.
The show is at 8 o'clock, and it is guaranteed to be funny and also interesting with the two of them at Broward Performing
Anything
Arts.
that they're on has to be, so I know I'd be there.
Third thing, so plan on it. Third thing that you've got to plan ahead on, let's plan ahead, is, of course, our friends at Y100. I love Elvis Duran. He is my favorite morning guy in all of America with iHeartRadio.
I love
And they are
iHeartRadio.
hosting the annual Jingle Ball.
Woo!
We told you we were live, right? You're hearing the ambulance?
That's not the Jingle Ball bell, I
That's
promise
right.
you.
iHeart.
It is a little early to be celebrating Christmas already.
Right? We
but
told
really,
you we're live and you're going to see everything. The Jingle Ball, iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball with Y100, is going to be December 22nd at 7 p.m. at the BBT Center, and it's going to be fun. Have you heard? Leading the headliners is the Jonas Brothers and Khalid.
Oh,
and
man.
many other acts. It's going to be a great
Jonas
event.
Brothers anywhere.
Yeah.
I will follow them.
All right,
wherever
plan
they
it
may
now.
go.
Let's plan ahead to get your tickets. Finally, we want to tell you one of the biggest events in America. You can get your tickets now.
Are you talking about the Ultra Music Festival?
The Ultra Music Festival.
Oh my God, Al, I've wanted to go to that since I came down here, quite
Yeah.
honestly. It's so easy to overlook because it's such a staple. It's like the Empire State Building or the Statue of Liberty in New York. The Ultra Music Festival is something that if you come to South Florida, you make the plan to go to the Ultra Music Festival.
Ultra is one of the biggest music festivals in the world. Multiple stops. The USA stop is in Miami and really historic. In March, when Ultra comes back to South Florida, it is coming back to the Bayfront Park in downtown Miami.
Oh my God, that's
so
gonna
it's
be-
going to be awesome.
And a great place to dance.
Yes, you can get your tickets now. Plan if you are going to the Ultra Music Festival.
Write a note for that.
Those are the things that you got to plan for. Let's move into another segment that we call Out and About. Napoleon, did you know that South Florida has one of the largest gay communities in density in America?
I've had a hunch, Al.
Yeah, you probably did have a hunch. The gay community is quite diverse and very robust here in South Florida.
There's lots
and they
of
have
flavors.
many events for the gay community, and it's invitation to everyone.
Yeah.
The first thing that we want to tell you about in planning for Out and About in South Florida is the grand opening of a new bar concept, the Eagle. Now, in the gay community, it is a staple institutional name.
Anyone in leather or kink knows the Eagle.
South Florida is finally getting an Eagle on Wilton Drive.
Yes.
The Eagle Wilton Manors will open this Friday. There's going to be a soft opening, and we are very happy that we have Chuck King with us tonight, the general manager of the new Eagle Bar for Out and About for the gay community. Welcome, Chuck, to HAPPENING.fun. Tell us a little bit about the Eagle concept. What's it all about?
Sure. The Eagle actually was originated in New York City in the 1940s and 50s. When the men came back from war, they had that whole sense of camaraderie, so they put together an Eagle Bar, and they never franchised it. They never put any licensing on it. So the reason was so that other Eagle Bars could open around the world, which is what happened. So we were lucky enough to be able to decide and work together in partnership with Salvatore Muley, and Ferenzo. He's another one of the partners in the business. I work for a bunch of Italians, basically.
Yeah.
So,
And one thing that's really exciting in this community is that you're really trying to bring everybody together.
Yes.
You really are targeting every audience that could possibly come to the Eagle.
Exactly.
And so, can you talk a little bit about some of the programs that are coming up that hit those different groups?
Certainly. So first and foremost, we've done extensive training with our staff. We want to make sure that everyone in South Florida, whether you're gay, straight, black, white, whatever, that you feel welcome when you come to the Eagle Bar. The Eagle does center around a fetish and bear community, but we expect everybody of all types and races to be coming to the Eagle. Our staff has been highly trained, especially in transgender issues, pronoun usage, proper pronoun usage for people who are of transgender or who just are non-binary. And we want to make sure that every person is not only just welcomed, but we also have an affirming staff to make sure everyone is feeling
That's even
welcome.
more than a lot of other Eagles I've been to have done. You're really going above and beyond.
Chuck, we have some signage here in terms of where the Eagle Wilton Manors is located.
Yes.
Tell us your website. How do you get in touch with the
So
Eagle?
our website is eaglebarwm for wiltonmanors.com. We just launched our brand new website today. It's really incredible. My husband actually put it together, so kudos to my husband,
cool.
Greg. But it's very extensive. It talks about all the different bars that we have inside, the theming behind it. Basically, it's a very underground, real true Berlin style bar and nightclub.
Yeah.
So we're bringing the entertainment from the underground Berlin. We're bringing incredible music. We just put a brand new $35,000 sound system into the place.
You're getting
How
really
many square?
excited.
The Eagle is going to be a very large space. This was Bill's Filling Station and Southern Nights. How many square feet is this club? It's large.
It's about 5,500 square feet.
So
inside.
very
Yes.
large, very large. And tell us a little bit about Friday night. What are you going to be doing Friday?
Sure.
When do you start?
So we have a ribbon cutting on Wilton Drive, and that's at 5 p.m. So please join us if you'd like to join us. Just a small little ceremony. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, they'll be doing a blessing at 7 p.m. But we'll be opening the doors right after the ribbon cutting at 5 p.m. And we have an incredible DJ. He's known to South Florida by the name of Herbie. You may have heard Herbie.
Oh, Herbie is great.
Herbie is going to be our
shout out.
Friday night opening DJ, and we have all kinds of incredible DJs from
awesome.
from all over the world, actually.
Very good.
I can't wait, and I'm going to bring my mom when she's down for Christmas.
We
you.
we wish you all of the luck in terms of the Eagle Wilton Manors coming to South Florida for the gay community. I'm sure it is going to be a mammoth success. And thank you for being with us tonight on HAPPENING.fun.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Other things in Out and About in South Florida is the Revolution concert with a very famous comedian called Coco Peru.
Now, Al, remind me, is this one of the ones that you know?
This
Coco.
is one of the ones that I know. I have cruised with Coco Peru. The Revolution concert is being sponsored by the South Florida Pride Wind Ensemble, and it is going to be at the Broward Performing Arts Center. And this is a tribute to the revolution and strife in the gay community and our very pro activity in this community.
I had the opportunity of seeing Coco perform one time, and literally the way that she made the audience laugh was insane. So I'm definitely going to that.
Yeah, and if you are interested, the show is going to be this week, October 19th, at 7 p.m. at the Broward Center. The final thing that we're going to tell you event-wise is the Outshine Film Festival.
Oh my God, this is actually one of the best film festivals I've ever been to, and I've worked a number of them in New York and around the country. The Outshine Film Festival is all LGBTQ focused, which means that it really targets that audience, and you can get deep into that type of content. A couple of years ago, I saw a piece that was about Tom of Finland and his life and journey. There are so many great things that you can see from it that highlight the LGBTQ perspective.
Outshine is going to be this week, October 17th to the 20th, and basically it's an all-day, all-night event. There are so many films, there are so many parties. You can see there are 50 films included in this film festival, and you can see, as we show you the details of their website, participate for the gay community this week in Fort Lauderdale at the Outshine Film Festival. The last thing that we want to tell you about in Out and About this week is preparing for Gay Christmas. Christmas is December 25th, isn't it?
It is, but...
No, it isn't. It's October 31st, because Gay Christmas is...
my birthday!
Halloween.
Oh.
There's two big events for Halloween that the gay community is looking forward to. First, we tell you about Wicked Manors.
Oh my God.
Wicked Manors is on Halloween night. Wicked Manors closes 6 to 8 blocks of Wilton Drive in Wilton Manors in central Fort Lauderdale, and does South Florida's largest costume Halloween party.
It is definitely on par with any other Halloween event that I've been to around the country. I know you're the world man, but this reminded me of the one that goes on in Greenwich Village in New York. And in fact, last year's, I went as a Pokemon trainer. I was able to catch over 15 other guys that were dressed as Pokemon. It was funny as hell.
So look at the details. Halloween, it's 6 to 11 p.m. on Wilton Drive in Wilton Manors. The other big Halloween event for the gay community, Gay Christmas being Halloween, is the Save Halloween Party. It is going to be in the Oldenburg Ballroom in Miami Beach, and this is done by Save LGBT. Yep. It is one of the largest costume Halloween parties in South Florida, and it is also done on Halloween evening on October 31st. And it is from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. On Halloween.
The theme this year is voodoo, so you have a really great time with that. It's going to be the best costume contest you've seen at one yet.
So that concludes our Out and About segment. The gay community in South Florida apparently has lots of fun things to do in this coming week. The final section of our show tonight at HAPPENING.fun we call the Fun 5. We tell you about the fun things to do in South Florida this week. First off, let's give an honorable mention. An honorable mention is to the Basement nightclub in Miami. In Miami Beach this week, Spencer Tracy and DJ Pee-wee are doing a big party on October 18th this weekend from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now, I tell you, South Florida, that is perfect for me and for Napoleon, because he goes to sleep at 10:30 at night. You'll be missing this party.
It's only so I can party and do that later.
Yeah.
It's better than the diaper. But speaking of at 5 o'clock, we'll move on to number 5. Number 5 is Randy Rainbow. He has toured this area a few times, and I had the pleasure of seeing him last time he was here. His music is very witty. He loves to put political satires into music you already know, and this time he's done some music that's to The Wizard of Oz, If I Only Had a Brain, which is very funny and relatable to the con man behind the curtain of it.
Randy Rainbow is going to be at the Fillmore in Miami Beach.
Yeah.
And this is going to be on October 18. Tickets are available now at 8 p.m. If you don't know Randy Rainbow, go on to YouTube and watch some of his parody videos. They're absolutely hilarious.
It's like Weird Al Yankovic, but a lot younger and even more
and a lot hipper.
charged.
Yes, a lot hipper. That's number 5 this week. Number 4 this week, the Los Olas Art Fair. One of the largest art fairs in the country is coming to my favorite street in South Florida, and that's Los Olas Boulevard. And that is this weekend, October 19th and 20th.
It has a little bit of everything great about South Florida. Some metropolitan, some sun, you're near water. It's everything.
Yes,
Food,
from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. It is a completely free event. Great dining, great restaurants, great artists, great crafts, all on beautiful Riverwalk in Fort Lauderdale and beautiful Los Olas Boulevard.
A lot of animals are there, too. Every time I've been, they're very welcome. You'll have a blast if you bring your dog or your cat. Or your bird.
You mean it's pet friendly?
Yeah, very pet friendly.
Okay. Number 3 this week is Rumors of Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac, isn't that exciting?
Oh
At
my
the
God.
Coral Ridge Center for Performing Arts. Stevie Nicks is coming.
I know, that explains why it's the poet in my heart.
Yeah,
I
no.
know. I really, really love Stevie Nicks so much. It's like a family love for Stevie
Right.
Nicks. So I know I'm going to bring a whole bunch of people. They're going to travel here actually to come see this show because we're really
Napoleon,
excited about
Stevie
it.
Nicks is not coming to South Florida. This is a cover band.
My family is
Rumors
coming down to help enjoy this.
of Fleetwood Mac. We love the music. It's going to be a great event. It's October 24th at 7:30 p.m. at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts. And if you like Fleetwood Mac, and I love Stevie Nicks, you're going to love
How
the
can you
concert.
not?
Number 3 this week. Number 2 this week is a great bar event party. The Blue Martini, and they're doing the Rose. No, it's not
Rosé.
the Rose. It's the Rosé Garden Party.
Rosé.
And why are they doing it? For breast cancer awareness. All of the Blue Martinis in South Florida, including Brickell and Fort Lauderdale and also West Palm Beach, they're all celebrating this event as a fundraiser for Susan B. Coleman and the Breast
Important work.
Cancer Awareness Fund. This
definitely-
weekend, it's going to be on October 19th from 8 to 11 o'clock, and it's a donation charity event for breast cancer awareness.
And then for our final, number 1, haunted houses. It's October, guys. We have a lot of haunted fun things to do. Halloween is the biggest event in South Florida as far as I'm concerned, and we're celebrating. So we want to tell you a little bit about 3 different haunted houses that you should focus on down here in South Florida.
We actually have a slide to show you of the top 5 haunted houses. South Florida has the top haunted houses in the entire state of Florida, and in fact, has the number 1 rated scare haunt in all of Florida.
Just a picture of Al inside.
First is the Paranoia. You're missing, dude. You're missing. The Paranoia Maze, and that is in Miami. It's going on daily from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Of course, our friends in Miami, every single night for Halloween
Wait,
to 3 a.m.
Wait, what did you say the name of it was? Who
The
said that?
Paranoia Maze. Yes,
Yeah.
you're paranoid.
Bad joke,
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. My second favorite is called Fright Nights, and that is in West Palm Beach at the South Florida Fairgrounds.
So opposite area. So you can
That's
really-
right. And they're
that's 2.
operating Thursday through Saturday nights. Starts tomorrow, Thursday to Saturday nights from 8 p.m. to midnight, and it is considered one of the best haunted houses in the state of
I think
Florida.
we'll definitely have to go and record it.
South Florida has the number 1 haunted house in Florida. Official rating, number 1. Do you know what it is? I'm going to
Your
tell
bedroom.
you. It's called the Enigma Haunted House in, of all places, Boca Raton. And
Boca
in
has
Boca
the fear?
Raton, the Enigma Haunted House, it is Thursdays through Sundays from 7 p.m. to midnight, and it's starting right away.
I've lived here for 5 years and I've never gone to the best
I haven't either.
haunted house in South Florida.
I'm 10 minutes away, and I've never been to it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going this year for sure.
We have to go
So
this
the
year.
number 1 thing to do this week is the haunted houses in South Florida. So, Napoleon, that is happening.fun this week. We hope we told you a lot of interesting things about celebrity events, about things to plan ahead for, about things for the gay community in Out and About,
And of course-
the 5 fun things to do this week.
That's right.
Do you know what you want to do?
I want to do everything. That's why this is such an important thing to do. I can plan out my entire week and see where I can grab people and get out to all of them maybe.
Exactly. South Florida, plan ahead. We're going to be here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for happening.fun. Enjoy your things to fun. Good night.
Tonight, only on happening.fun. We are attractions. We are casino events. We are nightlife. We are festivals. We are concerts. We are Florida events. We are movies. We are sports. We are live performance. With your host, Napoleon Plays. With your moderator, Al Ferguson. Seminole Hard Rock Grand Opening. Key West Fantasy Fest. AC Squared. iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball. The Ultra Music Festival. The Outshine Film Festival. Gay Christmas is Halloween. Blue Martini Breast Cancer Awareness. The Los Olas Art Festival. The top 5 haunted houses. It's all happening tonight on South Florida's most popular live source for things to fun. Only on HAPPENING.fun.